In this video presentation, I'm going to give you guys an overview of the new DryShield isolation system, which has been around since April 2014. So basically what the system does, it provides a cheek retractor, a tongue retractor, a bite block, and suction all in one. So you can see in the photos here, just the whole system together and also placed to the patient's mouth. So in this video, I'm just going to kind of give you a general overview of the system. It's going to be a mix of photos and videos. And in the future, I'll be doing a video comparing the DryShield system to the Isolites IsoVac system. And in that video, I'll be doing a lot of the pros and cons for both. But here is just a general overview of this system. So the system, here's just a photo of the whole system in place. You got the DryShield valve attached to the DryShield mouthpiece and placed into the patient's mouth. So the system is basically two main parts. It's the DryShield valve, which you see here, and it's going to install right into your standard HVE tubing in your office. The second part, main part, is the mouthpieces. Here you see it comes in four sizes from left to right. It is large, medium, small, and pedo. You'll notice that on the left, the first one, the large, it's more clear than the other three. That one has not been autoclaved yet. Once it gets autoclaved, it gets a little bit of a yellow tint, but overall it's very very clean. And the medium one has been autoclaved like 15 times. The small and pedo about 2 times each. And that's the primary, or one of the primary benefits of this system, is that you can autoclave the mouthpieces. So here's the DryShield valve by itself. The nice thing about this thing is you don't have to have a HV coupler or any kind of separate part to connect it to your tubing. It's all one piece, so it's going to slide right into the tubing itself once you remove your current HVE valve. So in this video, I'm just going to show you how to remove it and install the DryShield valve, which is pretty straightforward. In my case, it's pretty easy. It's coming off pretty easy because I've taken this thing off a couple of times. But in some cases, if you guys haven't removed the HV valve for like years, it might be a little tough to get off. And then you put the DryShield system right on. Might be tough to get off, but you just got to be aggressive with it. The DryShield valve comes with this portable kit, which is basically just HVE tubing with a connector, with an angle connector that will slide into your HVE valve. The nice thing about this kit is that if you're an associate dentist or a hygienist and you work for an employer or employers that are not willing to buy these systems, you can buy your own and just take it from room to room or from office to office very easily without having to install or uninstall anything. And that comes with the kit itself, which the whole thing is about like $500. And you get a couple of things with it. You get this kit, you get like a brush to clean it, you get a Y splitter if you have to split the hose, if you only have one HV valve, and the actual valve itself. So here just showing the portable kit, attached. In this case, I had like an extra hanger, so I can just hang the DryShield system there. Or if you had to, you can just hang it over. And the mouthpieces come in two pieces. The bite block actually separates from the mouthpiece. The nice thing about that is, in some cases, it's beneficial to mix and match. So if you put, whatever, a small bite block onto a medium mouthpiece and so on and so forth. I've been basically keeping them together. I haven't mixed them like that, but I can see the benefit of it. So here's a bite block with you see the S on it. All the bite blocks have a letter, L, M, S, and P, to tell you what size bite block it is. And then the cheek retractor part of the mouthpiece, it's tough to see in this photo, but there's an S on there. And it's tough to see it too when you're like after you autoclave the mouthpiece and you have it in the bag and you're like reaching for a mouthpiece. It's tough. It's tough to see the letter sometimes. But after a while, you kind of get used to it somewhat. You know, the size wise. Okay, that's a medium, and so on and so forth. So here I'm just going to show you a video of me installing and inserting and removing the mouthpiece. At first, it was kind of difficult trying to figure it out. If you just put your thumb on the end of it to break the seal and twist it hard left to right, it comes right off. And when you insert it, you just spray water for lubricant, and it goes right on. So it takes a little practice, but don't get frustrated with it. It's pretty easy. So now let's look at the system itself in place. So here's just the right side of the patient. You can see it isolates and retracts pretty well. And just another shot of the patient's right side from the 12 o'clock position. See good retraction, good isolation. In this video, I'm just going to show you action shot, me placing it on both sides of the patient's mouth and spraying water. Here I'm using a large mouthpiece. With this patient, I usually use a medium DV isolite mouthpiece.
Got it? Good.
A few isolite users to kind of give you an idea. You can see it suctions pretty well. Retracts pretty well.
And flip side.
Gonna flip sides. Here's a sensitive lower right molar. I forgot and I sprayed some water and she jumps a little bit here. The initial spray right there. Ow.
That's very sensitive, right?
In her case, she might have benefited from having a medium bite block on the large mouthpiece. But like I said, I like keeping it simple. So there you go. Works pretty well overall. So here I'm just going to show you how I clean the mouthpieces. When I first got this, I thought it was going to be kind of difficult, but it's not that bad at all. The first thing I do is remove the bite block from the mouthpiece. And what I use is a toothbrush with some hand soap. The toothbrush I use in this video is kind of on the big side, so if you had a smaller toothbrush, probably be better actually. So just scrub it really well and rinse it very well. It's important. So what I do is I'm going to come from the end of the mouthpiece and slide it all the way up in the mouthpiece and scrub everything best I can. The mouthpiece itself has a slit in the middle to give you access, which is especially good when rinsing it out. The manufacturer claims you can autoclave it about 50 times. If so, the per use cost is about 50 cents. But so far I'm like up to maybe 15 or 20 times on the medium, which is what the size that I use the most. I'm just rinsing it out really well here. I'm going to shake it off and let it dry and then bag it and you'll be all set. Alright, just a quick summary. So if you want to check out the DryShield system, you can go to the manufacturer's website at DryShield.com. And my website is markrth.com. If you like this video and you want to see other product reviews, go there and subscribe to the blog. I basically try to post at least once a week. Like I said, I'm going to do a pro and con head-to-head comparison of the DryShield and the IsoVac. IsoVac is one of the 3 systems that Isolite makes. It's the one that's pretty, apples to apples, compared to the DryShield. I'm currently testing both right now, and I'll probably have that one up in like a month or so, hopefully. And in that video, I'll really get into the details of the pros and cons, and both systems definitely do have pros and cons. If you guys have any questions, go to the blog post and comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.